What's up? How we doing, guys? It has been far too long since I've made a video. I'm glad to be back. And real quick, I'm gonna make a couple little disclaimers. I have a new cat. She's very rambunctious. She's about 3 months old, still very much so a kitten. You might hear her play with her toys, or might hear her meow or run around, and I apologize. I also apologize for my air conditioning. It is about 100 degrees outside. It's very hot. I've got a very bright light here that is like looking at the sun, if you want my honest opinion. And also, today, I'm going to be doing a soft-spoken video, which is a little different than my just outright whispering videos. I figured some people had commented in my previous videos, as some of you may have seen, I took off a lot of the old videos I had on my account as the quality just wasn't what I wanted it to be. I do plan to refilm and revisit some of those ideas. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. Today I have, as the title suggests, some of my favorite items from my Sandman collection. And Neil Gaiman is my favorite author. I have been a fan since I was a little kid, and The Sandman is my favorite comic series. It has definitely been one of those series that I could relate to all throughout all sorts of phases of my life. I've always found a character that I could just be in touch with, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one up first. This right here, I'm not sure what sounds I can make with it, but this is one of Morpheus's vestments. This is the ruby, and the ruby was 3D printed by, I think, a maker off Etsy. I'm not certain the name offhand, but if any of you are curious, I could deep dive and relook and see who made it, and of course share the link to you if you want to get one yourself. The ruby itself was 3D printed, and the plastic on the outside is made from a filament, so it was 3D printed as well. The chain is metal, and this is a replication from the Sandman Netflix series, which I'm very excited for season 2. I'm really looking forward to see them bring more stories from the comics to life. And I'm a failed hypnotist. You're getting very sleepy. No, I'm kidding. Sandman is very fitting for ASMR because, oh god, that makes some loud noises. Let's see here. It's very fitting for ASMR because Morpheus is the governor of sleep and is the, ruler of the dreaming, which is where everybody goes when they go to sleep, and everyone's subconscious he is like tapped into. It's kind of spooky when you think about it. The next item I have here is this journal that I will never write in. I know. You buy journals to write in. This is not one of them. These are very hard to come by. And if you are a fan of the Sandman, you know that collectibles are very, very expensive. And, I mean, the coveted thing is the bookends, which I would love to have. However, the bookends are like anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 on eBay, which is absurd, if you ask me. But this journal here is one of my favorite things that I have. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what the pages look like, and I'm going to read this excerpt from the cover here. It has on the first page Morpheus from the Arabian Nights story in the Sandman, and it says, "I walk across the dreaming sands, under the pale moon, through the dreams of countries and cities past, dreams of places long gone, and times beyond recall." And Dream says this in Brief Lives. And I like this journal because every page has a different drawing or rendering of Morpheus from different issues. This one's one of my favorites. I'll show you a few of them. I think not every page is the same, but there's a couple ones where it loops. This one is kind of funny to me because he just looks messy and bedraggled, which I'm sure we all can relate. I also really like this one. It's one of my favorite drawings of our good King Morpheus. So it made it back to, yeah, it loops after that one. But definitely one of my favorites. And let's see here. For my next item, of course, we have an exact replica of Morpheus's pouch of sand and of course it is filled with real sand. It makes some really good crunchy sounds. And this one, the only inaccuracy is it has a pull release tab, but I'm going to go ahead and show you some sand. I got this in the Ruby. I had done a Morpheus cosplay that did well enough that Neil Gaiman retweeted it, and so did Colleen Duran, one of the people who worked on an issue of Sandman, I believe, and she's done like numerous art for various issues. They retweeted it, and I literally, my heart was like in my throat. It's definitely I know I just bumped the mic and I'm pretty sure that was loud. So this is inspired, and the beading even is an exact replica of the pouch of sand from the TV series. And of course, if you're interested in getting a replica, I believe it's the same person who made the Ruby on Etsy. And now, I'm going to have to scoot back a little bit. I apologize for my noisy chair sounds. This right here, this is my favorite thing out of the collectibles I own. This is Morpheus's Helm of State. I'll go ahead and move my mic out of the way a bit. This is handmade and hand painted by yours truly. The spines are made from EVA foam, and they're hot glued together. And I've used some kind of like foam air dried clay, and I just kind of like texturized it to make it look like real bone. The eyes are made from a very large plastic Easter egg. The rivets are made from hot glue, and of course, all this is foam. It is fully wearable, and it is life-size full scale. I used it for my Morpheus cosplay, which I'm probably going to make that be the thumbnail of this video, in retrospect. So I'm going to go ahead and set this down on the floor here, because the thing takes up my entire desk space. The next thing I have, and I'm a little sad about, the statue. I got this so excited because, as I mentioned previously, Sandman collectibles are insanely expensive. I got this for $50, and I was so excited to unbox it and take it out, and sadly, the hand is broken. The hand holding the orb is broken. I have to repair it. All the pieces of Morpheus' hand were in the box except for 2 fingers, which are gone. And basically, it only has value to me. But this is Morpheus from Arabian Nights. Which is my favorite visually of the comics. I like the aesthetics. I think it's very beautiful, and my cosplay I did was of Morpheus from Arabian Nights. The next thing I have is very rare. I have this binder here of the Sandman trading cards. Now, I almost have, I think, every single card. I'm missing the endless cards. I think I'm missing 6 of them. But I found them, I'm gonna buy them. And so, the first page here, got some promo stuff. And I'm not sure how well you could see these. Let's see here. Let's see. It says here, you visit the dreaming each night when you close your eyes, but in the morning, all your adventures are forgotten, and your memory of the Auxerre Dream Lord is gone. Now you can hold on to the shifting sands of the Sandman's realm with this exclusive card set presented by DC Comics / Vertigo and Skybox International. This is suggestive. Let Morpheus claim you at your neighborhood comic book store. So yeah, it says here, I can't remember the title, author, and location of every book in this library. Matthew. Every book that's ever been dreamed, every book that's ever been imagined, every book that has ever been lost. And that's from Lucian, the librarian. And the first cards I have, those first 6 I showed you, those are the first 6 issues of the Sandman comics. And on the back, those first 6 are from Preludes and Nocturnes. And each of them has a description of what each issue was about. So the next 6 here, I'm going to go ahead and show you those to the best of my ability. Those, let's see. I'm so sorry if that's loud. Those are from Preludes and Nocturnes in the Doll's House. And then, of course, these next 6. These next 6, let's see here. this is more challenging than I thought it would be, are from Seasons of Mist and Dream Country. Those are two of my favorite issues. And then we've got more of Seasons of Mist and Fables and Reflections, which are very good as well. And ultimately, one of my all-time favorites, A Game of You, Brief Lives, and Convergence. I apologize if you hear any stomping upstairs. My husband just woke up to use the bathroom. We've got more Brief Lives, and then we've got character cards now. We've got Cain and Abel, and Lucian the Librarian, and we have Eve. Let's see here. Yes, character cards are some of my favorite. We've got, let's see here, Fiddler's Green, the Corinthian, Mervyn Pumpkinhead. We've got Brute and Glob, Nuala, which I'm on Twitter, and one of my favorite followers is like the biggest Nuala fan I know. And then we also have Matthew the Raven. Let's see here. We've got Mad Hetty, Thessaly. We've got Azazel and Coranzon. We've got Puck, Loki, and Cuckoo. We've got Alex and Roderick Burgess. They're the two who imprisoned Morpheus. And then we've got Emperor Nort. Now, let's see here. We've got, and on the back it also shows some other characters and their descriptions as well. So we've got Barbie, Richard Maddock, John Dee, the Wise Old Siamese. We've got Rose Walker, Unity Kincaid, and Barbie. Here we've got Lyda Hall and Daniel, which Daniel, after, I believe, The Wake, Daniel becomes the new Dream of the Endless. We've got Hazel and Foxglove. We've got Hector Hall and Garrett Sanford. We've got Wanda, arguably one of my favorite characters, Lady Joanna Constantine. Then we've got William Shakespeare. Let's see. Now, the last page, oh, and also we've got Orpheus, Hobgoblin, we've got Roland and Payne, Calliope, and Nada. And then these are one of the endless cards. The only one I have is Destiny, sadly. I'm missing Desire, Death, Dream, Delirium, Destruction, and Despair. But we will get them. I've got enough space for all of them. So, sadly, I'm not sure how well you were able to see them. If you want, and you weren't able to see them all clearly, or you want a more detailed look of the cards, I could do an overhead video and show you guys if that's something you'd like. You can make like a unofficial part 2, I guess. So those are some of my favorite things from my Sandman collection, and I'm so very glad I was able to share them with you today. I have a few ideas for some upcoming videos, and I will be putting up community polls. Of course, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, but of course, even if you're not a fan of ASMR, your subscriptions, your likes, and your comments mean the world to me, and I'm always happy to share my world with you. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I love you all with all of my person, and I'll see you guys in the next video.